Hey, what's up, YouTube and Gen X? First of all, I want to let everybody at YouTube know that there are a bunch of videos that you guys haven't heard or seen that are on Gen X by, of course, me, the Cavalry, and they're pretty nice. I have to say, myself, filled with music. That's right. Can't have all that fun on YouTube. They got copyright issues over here. But that's okay. That's why we got a little bit of Gen X to play around with. But this is about a PM that I got, and I'm just going to read it real quick. It's by Social Science, and it's one of those things where that starts out, "I'm an African American woman," but so let's go ahead and let's start it out. Hi, wow, I'm enjoying your vids. It's so interesting. My friend's husband left her after 2 years of marriage. She's a black woman that's constantly reminding everyone that she's strong, independent, and doesn't need a man or anyone. After he left, I found out that their home was only in her name because she went out and bought it after her husband said it's too expensive and we should keep looking. That's just one of the many strong, independent black woman things she did within their short marriage. He walked away because, according to him, she was verbally abusive. I'm a black woman, and I'm married to a black man. I don't claim to be perfect, but when did women start believing that it was okay to be downright disrespectful? Scratching my head. Please speak on it. You're awesome. Why, thank you, Social Science. But I will say this, this is what the brothers have been talking about, for the past 2 years. It's been really 30 to 40 years of this strong and independent crap. And at this point, brothers have just really just given up. They are just so tired. Now, for the African American women who are lucky enough to find a black man and to find a great one, hold on to them. Don't let these other women talk you out of being with them, because that's another problem that goes on in the black community, is that African American women let their friends talk them out of their relationships because they themselves would love to have a relationship like that but can't seem to hold on to one. It seems more important to be part of the sisterhood than it is to be part of a nuclear family. It seems more important to be sitting up there struggling, raising 3, 4, and 5 kids by yourself than it is to be part of a nuclear family or to have a man at home. Now, Speak the Real has a pretty interesting video out there where he has looked up the census data and found out that a lot of the information that's been put out there by African American women is absolutely ridiculous and a lie. Even from that ABC special, you got Sherry Shepherd and all these supposedly highly intelligent, college educated women sitting up there, and basically they're just lying through their teeth. Now, you'd say to yourself, hey, well, maybe they just didn't know. But it's more like maybe they were too lazy, or maybe they just didn't know how to read. You don't go on national TV, ABC, NBC, or cable, CNN or MSNBC, and have your facts absolutely wrong. Your facts should not be able to be easily disproven on YouTube when you're sitting next to Steve Harvey, as well as Hill Harper, as well as Sherry Shepherd, and all the women are sitting up there lying. The sad part about it is that the men did not know the facts as well. The census data is open and public to everyone. It doesn't take a special degree to click a button, to use the internet. It doesn't take a special degree to put a link into your address bar. But it seems that when it comes to the black community and the African American women in particular, it seems to be an impossibility to just fact check to see if there's any truth in their argument. But the truth is, for them, they feel that it's better to go out there with misinformation because they're able to get what they want. Now, when it comes to this particular woman who disrespected her husband by buying a house without, his consent or permission, You know, this is the same thing that if he did that, it would break up the relationship. But in the African American household, his thoughts don't matter. So since his thoughts don't matter, at least this man was smart enough not to waste any more years of his life, because people, you only get one. This is not a video game. You're not going to get an extra man. You only get one life to live. You only get one life to live. So therefore, you have to make for damn sure you don't spend 10 years or 15 years of your life with a complete buffoon. And that's what this woman is. She had everything that every woman in the world, let me correct myself. She had the thing that every African American woman is looking for. And that's a husband to go along with their mutual house, which it should have been. But instead, she gave the clear impression that it was her house. Now, here's the truth. If the house was too expensive, then guess who has to pay for it now? Yeah. Now, in this letter, it doesn't say that she has any kids. So I would hope that she would keep it that way. The one thing that just came out, the one thing that just came out from The View was the fact that women, and see, here's another lie that's being perpetuated in the African American community. It goes back to that census data. Number one, in that census data, even though African American women are running around here saying that they make more money than black men, even though Whoopi Goldberg herself is on national TV perpetuating this damn lie, saying that black men just have to get used to African American women making more money than black men, the census says something different. Now, I would believe the United States government more so than I would believe Whoopi Goldberg and the rest of the African American women out here. Why? Because the United States government has no incentive, not a single incentive, to sit up there and lie and say that African American men are making more than African American women. It behooves them more to lie and say that African American men make less than African American women. Because African American women have been a great control tool in the way they annoy black men, in the way that they depress black men and make them feel like absolute crap. So when the census puts out data saying that African American women are 26% more likely to live below the poverty line than anybody else, including black men, then that's the truth. If at $40,000 to $50,000, 23% more black men are making more money than African American women, then that's the truth. Now, when the number gets to $100,000 range when it comes to income, that number quadruples in favor of African American men. So you can imagine what $1 million look like. Now you can grab Oprah all you want, but that's just one woman. One does not amount to millions, no matter which way you try and quantify it. To The View and what these ladies were talking about, they said clearly, they had an expert on, and they said straight up, women who have children are penalized financially versus women who don't have children. In other words, what they said straight up is that women who have children in their teens and in their 20s make less money than women who don't have children. And the more children that you have during this time period, you make less money. Your job may not bring you back right after you have the baby as fast as you wanted them to. That's making less money. They may not give you a raise as fast as they're going to give someone who doesn't have children. So you have to understand that the ones who don't have children, as much as you want to say that you're the most awesome earth mother in the world, when it comes to a job situation, you're not the best candidate.